This is our server rack, the beginnings of our basement data center. This is a 5 terabyte hard drive in a 2.5 inch form factor. Together, these are the subject of what we're doing here today. So this is the Seagate Barracuda 5 terabyte 2.5 inch SATA drive. I've already got it installed in the caddy. This is what we're going to be plugging into our HP DL380, and this is going to give us 10 terabytes of usable storage on the network. And overall, I can max this server out at 45 terabytes, which will probably eventually happen, but these drives are reasonably affordable. They are brand new and have a 2-year warranty through the seller, so this is perfect for the direction that we are rolling right now. So that's a great sound. I wanted to cover more of the installation and configuration, but I didn't build a shelf of any kind, so it's hard enough to hold keyboard and mouse and try to type. It's completely different to try to do that and hold a camera, or even try to put up a tripod or something at the same time. So we're picking it up configured. Configuration went fine, no issues, nothing entertaining. The hardest part is getting into the P410 setup program, and you just create your RAID array that you can't even see because the camera's washing it out. There we go. 9.09 terabytes free. Yes, I know Vault is a completely original name. Oh well, I don't care. So this has an SSD for its boot drive. So this actually runs really snappy. It has 2 quad-core Xeons, so we have 8 physical cores, 16 total cores with hyper-threading. It's only got 8 gigs of RAM in it right now, but that's more than enough for what I'm doing with it. So I can fit 5 more drives in it, so that will put another 25. Yeah, I can put up to another 25 terabytes in here. After that, I probably would be looking at going with a large form factor and putting in 16 terabyte drives. But it's a lot easier to add $120 to $150 5 terabytes at a time than to add $500 16 terabytes at a time. So that's a lot more manageable in the long run. And right now we've got around 3-ish terabytes of actual data, so this should last us hopefully the rest of the year. So let's go upstairs and see if we can connect to it. Oh yeah, real quick, in the monitor video, when I was talking about the monitor I bought in 2009 that's still kicking around, this is that monitor. This is an Acer AL2223W. This is a 22-inch 1680 by 1050 resolution monitor, and this went into warranty repair. The backlight inverter went out at 4 years, and Acer had a 5-year warranty on it, and since it came back, I've not had any more issues with it. This thing just seems that I'll use it, and then I'll acquire a newer, nicer monitor, and then this will go into storage for 6 months, and then for whatever reason I'll have another use for it, and it's just always there and it always works. And that's one of the reasons that I absolutely love Acer monitors. Unfortunately, the Predator series just doesn't impress me as much as the newer Asus monitors, but I've had nothing but good luck with this, even though it's a cold cathode backlit, not an LED backlit, but it is still absolutely kicking around and still alive. Alright, we went ahead and named it Panther just because I suck at naming things. Might have even been a name that I've used before, but it's not now, so our server is called Panther. It's the first in our basement data center, and we can access it. It is mapped, 9.09 terabyte free. Let's see if we can copy something to it. Alright, we'll try copying. That's a 6 gig. Okay. So do I not have... Okay. 112 I'm good with that. That's saturating the gigabit connection. So now the question is, can I... Okay, so I can create a new folder, I just can't copy to the root. Okay, I can't copy files to the root, but I can create a new folder. That I'm okay with. Okay, cool. So I also, remote desktop works, and so the stuff that I can't do like over through here, like I couldn't delete the new folder through here, but I can log in directly and I can go ahead and drop it through there. So that is awesome. And that was awesome. Paid 40 bucks, paid $53 for that 4 terabyte drive with 41 days of runtime on it. That's awesome. I absolutely love that. Alright, we are making progress. We're making some real progress. And we have updates, which I would expect because this server has not been updated yet. Alright, so PC's not turned off. Thank you, though. Okay. Alright, so we've been upstairs. Remote desktop is good. We can copy to it. Everything is good there. We got all the updates installed. Took about 2 hours to download the updates. But I come back down to the basement and the first thing I hear is nothing. Nothing. It's running, but that's pretty quiet. For an industrial grade server, that's extremely quiet, and I am extremely happy with that. So I definitely will probably be looking at investing in another one of these, the large form factor version when I get this one filled up. Is this 460 watt power supply. You know, the PowerEdge 2850 has 750 watt power supplies. The R710s have about the same, if not a little bit bigger. So this is not using a lot of power, and we're still getting really good efficiency out of it. So I think this is probably our future. The only other thing really that's next on the list down here is going to be going to 10 gig. The downside to that is that while it would be really nice for backups and data movement, it's really hard to justify the price tag. Even if I can pick up an Arista DCS 7050 for around 600 bucks, that's still a big price tag for our current level of budget. But that's the next big thing to do in the rack. Once Silver Lake gets upgraded, this case we'll be getting the motherboard and processor for Silver Lake, and we can run this case with storage as well. So we can fit an awful lot down here for just the cost of storage without even having to really look at adding a lot further wise system wise. So for right now, we're set pretty good there. So sorry, there's nothing super exciting or super suspenseful. I didn't really screw anything up or have any issues. I checked the drives before I put them in, made sure they were good. They had next to no runtime on them. No runtime on them. They're brand new. So all went good this time. That's one of the reasons why I pay the money for Windows Server, because it just works. Now, if I had tried to use FreeNAS or Ubuntu or a Linux installation of some kind on here, this would have been a several hour long video of me cursing and screaming because what the documentation says to do does not work. And it will not work, and I cannot get it to work. And even if I get it to work once, I will not need to get it to work again if I have to change it. Windows Server is super easy. I can configure it in my sleep, and it just works. It is absolutely worth it versus the cost saving that comes with a Linux-based distro. So, thank you for watching. Stay safe. We will see you next time.